Hi, this is Ogres. As you can see, my hair's a bit messy. I'm going to get a haircut soon, most likely tomorrow or whenever this week. But yeah, let's get into this pay-per-view review of the Elimination Chamber 2021 that WWE put on. I just finished watching it over 6. It was 5 o'clock today, so that would have been almost 6 hours ago. I finished watching it. But yeah, the Kickoff Show was about an hour long, and then the actual pay-per-view itself was 2.5 hours. So 3.5 hours it took me to watch it. So from about 1:30 to about 5 o'clock. So yeah, and today is the 23rd of February. As I'm recording this, it's approaching midnight. So yeah, there was a Kickoff Show match between 4 men to get a spot in the US Championship match on the main card because Keith Lee got injured. It was Ricochet versus Elias versus John Morrison versus Mustafa Ali, with Retribution with him on at ringside. And Morrison won the match after Retribution took out Ricochet by hitting him on the ring post, I think it was, or at the barrier on ringside. And Morrison rolled up Ali and pinned him, and yep, he'll be in the triple threat match for the US title on the main card, involving Riddle and the champion Bobby Lashley. Okay, let's get to the first match. It was the number 1 contenders elimination chamber match for a shot at the Universal Championship on the same night, and the the 6 participants were Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro versus Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn versus King Corbin. This is how the match played out. King Corbin was the first one to go in. Before that, the first 2 that started the match were, I think, Daniel Bryan and was it Cesaro? Yeah, Daniel Bryan and Cesaro started off the match. Then King Corbin was the third one to come in. His door opened, and then Sami Zayn was the 4th guy to go in, I believe. No, the 2nd guy to go in, which made it a 4-way match. But then Corbin tapped out to the sharpshooter by Cesaro, so that left 5 men remaining. Then Owens was the 3rd one to come in, which meant that the last one to come out was going to be Jey Uso. Owens stunned Zayn and then pinned him. Zayn was the 2nd one eliminated, and then Uso hit Owens with a half dozen super kicks as he had Owens' arm trapped in the cage door, at the entrance. And then after that, he ended it with a splash, and Uso pinned him, and then Owens was the third one eliminated. So it was just 3 men left. It was Jey Uso, Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan. Uso landed a super kick and a splash to Cesaro, and then Uso pinned Cesaro by making Cesaro to be the 4th one to be eliminated. So the final 2 were Jey Uso and Daniel Bryan. Bryan hit the running knee to eventually pin Uso, which made him the last one eliminated. So Bryan won the Elimination Chamber match and earned a Universal Championship match. It was supposed to be for later on in the night, but it turned out to be straight after this match, after Bryan went through pretty much the whole match, the 34 minutes of hell, and then Roman Reigns just casually comes out, and then there's a match between him and Daniel Bryan for the Universal title. It lasted about 90 seconds, and Reigns won by submission after the guillotine choke. Yay! That didn't make me really excited, that match. The Elimination Chamber match was good, but they should have made that match probably before the main event later on. So yeah, they should have done it after the women's tag team title match. Anyway, I guess it's going to be and I'll get to that. Looks like it'll be Reigns versus Edge, because after the match, post-match, Edge makes his WrestleMania intentions clear when he speared Roman Reigns. So it will be Edge versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 37. So there you go. So that match is set. So they're gonna build up that match over the next how many weeks? They've got 1 week left in February and then 4 weeks in March. So 5. It'll be built up over the next 5 to 6 weeks. So there you go. Then the next match is the US title triple threat match. I was sort of excited for this one because I wanted to see what was going to happen. It was Lashley going in as a US champion versus Morrison versus Riddle. The outcome I wasn't that excited about. Riddle became the US champion by pinning Morrison, but at least Lashley was protected. And then the next match after this was the women's tag team title match. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair versus Shayna and Nia, who were the champions. But they won by pinfall after the sommelier, Reginald, got involved and slid a bottle to, a champagne bottle to Sasha, but she didn't want to use it, and then the referee stopped her, and then, Nia, hit Sasha with a Samoan drop and then pinned her, so they are still the women's tag team champions. And Sasha and Bianca were upset with Reginald after the match. I think there was a promo after this for Fastlane, I believe. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So Fastlane will be March 21st on the WWE Network here in Australia. It will be actually March 22nd because of the time difference. Let me just check that. 1 second. Yeah, March 22nd. Hold on. March 22nd, which is, for us here, it will be about 20 days before the first night of WrestleMania, and 21 days before the second night. So, yeah, but it will be for the US, for the network subscribers in the US, it will be on Peacock starting March 18th. So Fastlane will be the first WWE network pay-per-view on Peacock. So there you go. And yeah, I don't think there was a Fastlane last year, was there? Let me see. Royal Rumble. No, there wasn't. This will be the first Fastlane since 2019, I believe. So yeah, there you go. Now, getting to the main event. Before that, MVP and The Miz were discussing something backstage. I think this had something to do with Bobby Lashley, but I'll get into that after this main event match. It was a WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match, and it was just a little bit shorter than the first match on the card. It was just over 31 minutes. It was Drew McIntyre going in as a champion versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles with Omos, his bodyguard, versus Randy Orton versus Sheamus. Now this match, 1 second. This match, I was just as excited for the first Elimination Chamber match. This match got me really excited for the show beforehand. So yeah, let's get into it because I want to see I want to explain what happens after this match. Now, Hardy and Orton started the match. McIntyre entered third, followed by Kingston. Kingston then eliminated Orton with a roll-up, after which an enraged Orton then performed the RKO on Kingston and Hardy before he left. Then Omos, however you said that, his name, broke open Styles' pod from the outside, allowing Styles to enter early through the Chamber's main door. And then the WWE official Adam Pearce then came out and ejected Omos. Sheamus was the last to enter the match. He won a match on Raw, I believe, to enter the match last. I think it was a gauntlet match or something. Yeah, he won a gauntlet match on Raw to enter the Chamber last. So he entered the Chamber last. Sheamus then eliminated Kingston with a bro kick. After Hardy performed the Swanton Bomb on Styles, McIntyre then eliminated Hardy with a Claymore kick. Hold on. Styles then eliminated Sheamus after a phenomenal forearm. So, yeah, it was the final three was Sheamus, AJ Styles, and McIntyre. So then it became just AJ. The final two was AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. Styles then attempted a phenomenal forearm on McIntyre. McIntyre caught Styles in midair with a Claymore kick, and he retained the WWE Championship with, I think it was 5 to 8 minutes left in the show, something like that, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, and then Bobby Lashley attacked McIntyre after the match, and then put the Hurt Lock on him as McIntyre was trying to get up. And then The Miz came out with a referee to cash in his Money in the Bank. I think that was 2 to 3 minutes left at that point. Yeah. Then the last match on the show was The Miz versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And then The Miz won after Lashley attacked Drew McIntyre. The Miz eventually hit the skull crushing finale on McIntyre after he cashed in his contract. And he pinned McIntyre in about 30 seconds to become the 2-time WWE Champion. So there you go. That was the show. I would give this a C+. I know people rate this lower, but C+ because of the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. I'd probably give it a C. Yeah, a C because of the women's tag team title matches. If you take that match out and you put a Raw women's title match involving Asuka, I would have given this a B+. This pay per view. This would have been an A grade if Asuka was on this pay per view. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this pay per view in the comments below. I will be doing a review on a classic pay per view. I'm just not sure what yet. Maybe the 2001 Royal Rumble was last month. So maybe in my next video I'll comment on that pay-per-view, but my classic pay-per-view review will be on No Way Out from 2001. I think it's the 20th anniversary of that show is for the US. It will be here. It will be for the 26th of February is when the 20th anniversary for No Way Out, which will be on the 25th. So I'll do a review on that this coming Friday. And then I'll watch NXT, the latest episode of NXT this week, and do a review on that. So those will be my 2 reviews for the week. My two other reviews for this week. But maybe I'll review old WCW pay-per-views like what's a good one to do? What's one that I've seen before? Maybe no. Yeah, I'll have a think about it. But yeah, I'll definitely do a classic No Way Out 2001 review this coming Thursday or Friday. No, Friday, I believe. And then I'll do NXT probably on the Friday or Saturday. Then I'll do an old WCW pay-per-view. So maybe one from 2000 or 2001. I'll think about it. But let me know what you thought about the Elimination Chamber 2021 pay-per-view in the comments below. And let me know what classic WCW pay-per-views and WWF pay-per-views you want me to review in the coming weeks. Because I'm gonna start doing it. This week I'm gonna do No Way Out 2001. All right, this has been Ogres. Peace out.